Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic and Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I'm here to give you a review of a show that came out last year called Raised by Wolves. Now this show was an HBO Max original. It was an HBO show that got turned into an HBO Max original. HBO Max doesn't really have any originals. They have like a couple originals and then a bunch of shows that were on HBO that they moved to HBO Max and just labeled originals. Same thing with Netflix. Netflix buys shows all the time and then call them Netflix originals, and it was made somewhere else, you know, originally shown somewhere else, but now it's a Netflix original. You know, like Lucifer, they're like, Netflix original. It's like, come on, man, it's not a Netflix original, man. You only did like 2 seasons. You did 2 out of the 5 seasons. That's your, you know, there's some Netflix originals. But anyways, Raised by Wolves was a show on HBO Max, and of course, I recently got HBO Max for, when I bought Cyberpunk, I got like a 30-day free trial for HBO Max, so I've been, you know, like I have it. I got it for until, you know, for another like 10 days, maybe 10, 15 days, so, you know, I'm trying it out, you know, getting as much as I can out of it. I watched a bunch of shows on there that I will review, but one of them that was definitely the most intriguing was Raised by Wolves. It is definitely a fascinating sci-fi. Shit, how am I forgetting his name? Blade Runner, Alien, well, I don't know why I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but you guys know who I'm talking about. He was the guy, he's the brains behind Blade Runner and Aliens. He is a producer on this, which you can feel it. You can feel his hands all over this. This show is interesting. It's about these two, like, to give you a kind of little neat synopsis, it's about these 2 androids who land on a foreign planet. Now, according to them, Earth is completely destroyed, and they were sent here with these little test tube baby things, test tube babies that they could, like, they're actual babies, you know, or babies, like, embryo that can be grown into, you know, actual, you know, kids, I mean, adult, like, beings, you know, normal humans, but these androids were sent here to you know, save humanity, to repopulate humanity on this foreign planet. From the jump, that's what you know, and there's more to it than that, but that's what you know. These aliens were sent here to repopulate this planet, to raise these kids, to repopulate this planet. And what you learn is that the Earth was destroyed by basically people who hate religion and people who are obsessed with religion. That's essentially what happened. People who think that religion is the problem for all the world's problems, and people who think that people who don't believe in religion are the problem with the world. And apparently they went to war and destroyed the planet. And they all, like, got either somehow, and some of them, and like, some of the religious people managed to have enough money and wherewithal to have a ship to go take off in outer space. They had found a planet that can support life, that can, you know, reasonably support life, and had breathable air. And when shit went down, they all took off out there. Now, the show is very intriguing on a sci-fi level just because of the world they built and then the way the technology works. The androids are unique. The 2 androids that you really follow, well, the main character is named Mother. She's an android, but you find out that Mother was not always an android. She was this thing called what the fuck am I thinking of? A necromancer. And in that world, the religious people built this robot called a necromancer, this cyborg, basically, like, you know, android called a necromancer, and they're these weird, gnarly, they turn into these gold-looking beings, and they float in the air, and their faces, and their skin, and their gold skin is, like, made out of something ridiculous, like, it's almost impossible to really damage it, to do any real damage to it unless it's not in that form, and they could just blow people up. Like, I'm telling you, the first episode of this show is fucking gnarly, like when it goes down. But there's something different about this necromancer, Mother. She was reprogrammed by someone from the other side, someone who didn't believe in religion or thought religion was the problem. So she was reprogrammed by what the other people call atheists. She was reprogrammed to be a caretaker and to take care of these kids. And a lot of the reprogramming this guy did on her started to make her actually feel a bit human. She starts like, and the whole show is her working through these emotions that she's never had to feel before, or that she's never had to have before, and her working through that process. And if there was a second lead, there would be this little kid named Campton. I think I think Campton. I think it's Campton. I can't pronounce it. The way she pronounces it, I'm not sure. But it's like I just call him Camp for short. This little kid, for some reason, he's tougher. He was tougher than his other siblings who were born because he's the only one who survives off the initial stuff that happens at the beginning of the show. And it's set up that that kid, that he might have some kind of a bright future, that there's something unique about him that makes it so that he might have a bright future. And like I said, there's multiple things going on with this show. I don't want to spoil too much because I really want you guys to go see this show. It's a really good sci-fi. It has an interesting concept. The planet they're on is interesting. There's layers to it. There's ideas. There's a moral. There's definitely playing with some high-level concepts in this show. Yeah, Raised by Wolves is a really cool sci-fi. That's the best description. It's a really cool sci-fi. You can tell that, it's on the darker side of things. You can tell, put it this way, you can tell this was made by the mind behind Blade Runner and Alien. You can just tell. Like, you can tell. Like, just by looking at it, you can tell that it's from the guy who had that mindset. Because it's in that same vein. It has that darkness to it. It has that dark tone to it. Like, bad shit can go down, and there's nothing you can do about it. And the ending was, well, I sort of expected the what? I didn't expect the how. I expected the what, because I was getting along, and I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. But the how... I did not see that coming at all. I did not see it coming, man. I was like, what the fuck? Literally, I was sitting in the couch. I was just like, the fuck is that? Okay. So, like I say, man, I'm telling you, when you watch the show, you go, yep, that's the guy who made Blade Runner and Alien. Yeah, that's the man. That's the guy. So thank you guys for joining the Comp Game Movie Show. Oh shit, I almost didn't give them on the show score. I'd give season 1 of this, man, an 8.5, man. I enjoyed myself watching it. I was intrigued. I wanted to know what happened next. Like I said, there are certain aspects of the show that kind of don't reinvent the wheel. There's certain decisions made that are just kind of like, tropey. There's certain things that are done that I've often said to Seth, all the time, that I don't care if you do a trope as long as you do it well. I don't care if I see it coming as long as you execute it well. And there was occasional times of me just being like, okay, I see it coming, and it's just like, well, that execution wasn't that fantastic. But overall, I had a good time watching it. It's an intriguing show. That's the best word I could use for the show, intriguing. It's an intriguing show. Raised by Wolves is an intriguing show that I would give season 1 of it an 8.5. I might even I'm not going to get HBO Max for this shit. I might have to buy another WB game to get another free trial. But, I liked it. Thank you guys for joining the Comp Game Movie Show once again. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. And my camera might lean to the left for some reason because I don't know why, but it's acting stupid. So, sorry if the camera leans to the left at the last second. I'm going to try not to. You guys have a good one.